Okay, we're streaming live.
Okay, no,
Just got
I'm
the
good.
message. I'm sorry.
I'm good.
Okay, I just saw that we're streaming, so we're starting. Okay. Um, so let's see, 7:32, calling the meeting to order. And Jillian, could you say approving minutes? You guys all got the minutes?
Yep, we did. Oh,
Yes, we did. They look minute. Oh, minute.
So could somebody make a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the November meeting of 2020.
I'll second.
And any changes, amendments? We're good? Okay.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to any public comment. I don't see anyone here, so we're moving on to treasurer's report. Loretta?
We haven't had a lot of activity. I don't have the number in front of me. I think it was $3,265 left of our budget. The most recent disbursements were for the Western Cultural Alliance, and I forget what the other.
And the other was we did the ultimate showcase.
Contribution.
Yeah, so the Arts Commission sponsored it. We had to give $100. So that I already got my check, Loretta. Thank you very much. Okay, sculpture. This is gonna be a short meeting, just so you know.
Okay.
Like everything is, you'll see, everything is pushed out. But go ahead, Loretta.
So Catherine and I were on and Sue were on a 5:30 Board of Selectmen meeting this evening. And we learned that the town is still really wants to do the pocket park and put a sculpture in it. But unfortunately, there's a loophole that they don't own the property. The state of Connecticut owns the property, so they're going through the motions to purchase that piece of property, but it could take a year or 2 years by the time, the state doesn't work overnight. So there isn't any immediate movement on looking for new sculptures. We're just supposed to keep our eyes open, and then they'll define more what we like. If we find something, we can say, well, how about this? And we'll get feedback intermittently. But there will not be a sculpture when the streetscape is complete sometime later this year.
Yeah, there
Loretta.
won't be anything there. I think they're just gonna mow it and make it look nice. But and then we also discussed with them how about doing sculptures along the Greenway. And
They were very supportive of that.
they were supportive, but it would not make it into this year's capital budget. So that's even a ways away. So we have time to do things, and we have time to, I think the good thing is when we come up with sculpture ideas, we can present it to them and say, is this to your liking? Or maybe we come up with 3 different ones, like Sue was saying, maybe we could, I'm not sure I'm big on having the town vote.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to have it go to some public discussion.
Yeah, but at least we could get feedback as not suggestions, you know what I mean? Like prototypes come in, say, is this to your liking? So I mean, the search is still on, but we got a load off our.
I'm glad you're looking at it that way.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like, I mean, yeah, it would be nice, but I was like freaking that we're not going to have it by the time this pocket park opens, and people were like, that's okay. And now it's like pocket park's not going to open. So, anyway.
Well, I assume the implication is that none of the development of that space, the landscaping or the benches or nothing of that can happen until the ownership devolves to the town of Brookfield.
But I would
Okay.
suppose
Yes.
that, I mean, right now there's big orange barrels there and it kind of looks, okay. So I would just figure that everything's gonna just be cleared off and mowed and it'll be
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
nice piece of property,
Yeah.
but you know.
Was it a surprise that it wasn't in Brookfield's control? Ah, okay.
Shocked. We
Well,
were shocked.
when the surprise to Loretta and me, I think, Loretta, unless you were not surprised, was tonight when they said it would take 2 years. I was like, whoa, you know, so that's a long ways off. So this
Yeah.
will be on our agenda, but
Yeah, I mean, in a
The
way,
back
as you
burner.
say, it takes a load or a time pressure off of us.
Yeah.
And so we can go a little bit more, looking more widely and doing it in a more leisurely way.
right.
And then
Yeah.
looking for
We s-
something to go on the Greenway, one of our first things which we could do is work with Park and Rec and the town to see where on the Greenway would be a good placement and make sure that the ownership falls in the appropriate hands.
Right, because part of it's state owned and part of it is Brookfield owned. And so we said, Loretta and I said tonight that the Arts Commission will, as we're walking, we can on our own think what would look good, like next to a bench,
Right.
things like that.
Just to mention, since you're talking about Greenway, one of the scouts in our Brookfield troop, as his Eagle project, is planning to renovate the gazebo.
I
Right.
am so excited by that. And that's wonderful news.
So, that's a focal location, and perhaps once that's done, it could be a candidate for some kind of sculpture or other art item.
Yeah, Steve Dunn mentioned that tonight, that maybe right by there. Gary, just to fill you in, can you hear us, Gary? You're muted, but just say yes or chat if you can hear. Gary, can you hear us?
Just nod your head.
All right, I'll fill you in once I hear that you're here, okay? Give me a chat or something. So
We learned a lot tonight and we just don't have any immediate urgency to do something, but.
And the time frame that Steve is thinking of is because of the property that we ended up buying and then turning around and selling was the property at the corner, like across from Kohl's, that whole area. It was the parking lot where that the massage place is now. That the state had given us that piece of property there, which is really kind of part of their parking lot, for like a park and rec, walking path. But it never worked out that way. It was never a good spot for it. And then, of course, they put the parking lot there, and then so we ended up buying it and then turning around and selling it. So if you're familiar with all that, how that all worked out, that was kind of the time frame that he's thinking of.
okay, Gary,
I don't
can
think
you
it'll be
hear?
as messy.
Okay, so Gary, just real quick, we were recapping. We found out tonight, well, Loretta and I had heard this last week, Sue was telling us, but where we were planning to put the sculpture, that pocket park, the state now requires that the town buys that land before we do anything. And we found out tonight that might take up to 2 years. So I know we're kind of on hold, but now we're also thinking maybe figuring out places along the Greenway where we could put smaller sculptures, which we had talked about earlier. So the search goes on, but it's just not very rushed.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, no problem. No problem. And anything else, do you think, Loretta, on the sculpture or anyone else? And
Can
Bridget,
I ask a question?
yeah,
Prior, and it was going to be done, I thought soon, they were going to put the basin per the state. Is that
So-
still going to be done?
no, they're taking everything out. All the plans that were in the pocket park are out.
Okay.
Including, well, probably they can still do lights along the way, but none of the benches or anything like that. No, because we
And
don't
not
own
even the
property.
base for this sculpture.
not the-
All
No.
right, okay,
No.
okay.
So, and I
Okay.
told Steve that they're gonna get a big chunk. That was a big chunk of money because like, remember we said our sculpture was like 18,000 and the lights itself was 18,000 and then the base was like 10,000, this and that. So hopefully they can take some of that money and reserve it for us for, some bases along this the streetscape. But
Right.
no, nothing's gonna happen.
All right, okay.
So anyway, anything else on the sculpture? I don't think,
So
good
just
to-
keep it out if you see something like, Sue, you saw something and thought was interesting, or, if
yeah,
you
that
hear
was
of any-
And that was kind
interesting.
of small. It was only like 6 feet tall. So I could
Oh.
imagine something like that along the Greenway.
Yeah, along the Greenway. I was even thinking
Yeah.
smaller than that. But
Mm.
yeah, but that was a weird shape. She sent, if you want, I'll send you all. It was like 3 birds, but inside kind of like an egg. Don't you think it was an egg?
I would look at it as
That
like
was
a
pretty.
leaf shape.
Yeah,
Ooh, that
was
sounds
neat. It was
pretty.
neat. So yeah, so keep your eyes out. We can't anything for the along the Greenway.
Egg shape could, yeah, I could see
Yeah,
that.
anything along the Greenway cannot, like, if we got a base given, if the town poured the cement for the base, that it's too late for this year's capital budget. So we're still a next year kind of thing. We can always fundraise. I mean, if we find something, we can fundraise, start a grant going, but that kind of have to start from scratch now, but that's okay. Okay? And so I don't really want to discuss it on the meeting, but I did send you all pictures we got today from Arts Commission. So give me your opinion on that. Bridget and Anne Marie gave their opinion. And
I like them.
okay. Okay, I guess we are discussing. No,
What
that's
picture
good.
you sent an email? I didn't get.
Yeah, I just sent it about a half an hour ago.
Okay.
So we could contact that woman. And Jillian, you have an update on Ricky, or is Cindy still good for the summer?
I haven't touched base with Cindy since she delayed to the summer. So
Okay.
I don't know. Ricky, I guess we're writing him off because he was in touch and said he still wanted to do it. And then I tried to get a better handle on him for getting pieces, or at least pictures of pieces that we could put on our Facebook page and our website. And he is out there in the ether somewhere,
Yeah.
not responding.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens with this woman and if anyone else comes up. I had talked to Carmel a while back, and I wish I had done this before Carmel went down to South Carolina again. Excuse me, but the walls are empty there. Not many people are going there, but it would be nice for town hall employees to have some artwork. And Carmel said she would lend us artwork if ever we're in this situation again that we don't have an artist. Carmel has tons of artwork, right, Carmel?
Plus I have all of Gloria's.
Right. So we could do a Gloria, show, Gloria LaPasca. And so when you come back, I even think, even if we don't, let's put it in as a slot, okay? Either Gloria's or maybe Gloria's. And then if we sold any of Gloria's, who would that go to? You? Huh?
No, Friends of the Art.
Oh, cool. So that's a win-win.
Yeah.
And
Now,
it would
if you want to go and see them, I can have my neighbor let you in and take you in the house.
okay,
Just
I
let
could
me
do
know.
that.
Yeah.
To say, if the town hall ends up being closed to the public for more of an extended time, maybe we could find other space. Maybe we could contact like George Walker, and maybe one of the storefronts, we could set up some easels
Sure.
and have
Oh,
not
that's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
idea.
time, but have set viewing times.
Yeah,
An artist could
Yeah,
get a
that's a great idea. Like how
He's
the
very-
theater,
he's
How
very
the-
close with the restaurants at Four Corners. He's
Right.
very close with the nail place.
Right, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Like the theater does, and that's another thing, because they haven't been open, so they usually have art exhibits, so that's kind of hurting them and the artists, so.
But if we
Anyway,
did something, say at some open storefront, we could have some artists being displayed. We could also have a musician if somebody wanted to
Yeah.
have the exposure of playing their piano, their guitar, their violin, and have a glass bottle, and people give money towards our future sculpture or
Sure.
something.
that's a cute idea.
Yeah, but I could let somebody, get you in the house, and any of the paintings hanging in that room, there's some Western paintings. You're welcome to put, but they're big.
Okay, so we'll text or email, and you can give me like more information, like
I'll
which.
tell you, my neighbor has my key,
Okay, cool. Maybe in a couple weeks.
whatever.
All right, that's great. But if we went for it, would I have to wait till you come back? If I,
No, you
okay,
can
cool.
say-
Oh, that's great.
I'll just get the okay from Mary Daniels for the Gloria paintings.
Because Mary owns them too?
Well, basically, we bought them for the Friends of the Arts or the Art Commission. I don't remember, but we don't really own them. I kind of thought that the Art Commission did, but I'll double check.
Well, that's what I thought. And then when I said that, people's like, no, no, no. I'm like, but
think-
that's,
I think me, Mary, and Morosi bought them and donated them to the Art Commission.
all right. All right, we'll find
But
out.
they're all there, and you're welcome to.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, so the film festival. So I emailed Lou, and because I saw, and Alex said the same thing to me. I saw on the theater website that they were planning something live for April. So I was like, oh, wow. So does that mean we can do our film festival? And I don't know what they have planned live for April, but it sounds like it's not going to be a big thing. Maybe they're presenting something live and filming it or streaming it or something. But she said they had just had a board meeting the night before the email reply. And she said that they were thinking we could do a film festival late summer or early fall. She said that way we could have more people and people would be vaccinated and, so it doesn't look like we can do a spring film festival, which I didn't really expect one. So we need to talk about the scholarship. Do we borrow money again? But this time make sure we replenish it, because we never replenished it because we never had another film festival. But the other thing is I contacted the Oscar shorts gentleman, Neil Block. And I said, I haven't seen any correspondence. I want to just make sure I'm still on the email. And he said he wasn't sure. Actually, I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you what he wrote. Where is that? Okay, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he said, I'm not sure we'll be doing the Oscar shorts this year. We're going to decide for sure in the next couple of weeks. If we do move forward, it would be with a virtual cinema option. Because I had asked him about that. I said, we had talked about doing a virtual one, but we didn't really know how to do it. And how do you make it secure? How do you make it so that, people don't send the link to somebody else? And how do you make it so it's a one-time viewing? So he said, if we do move forward, it would be a virtual cinema option, which I could explain more at length once the decision is made. Essentially, we'd set up a link like this and a percentage of the net ticket sales would go back to you. Or if you were looking to offer it for free, which kind of we always say ours is free because ours is a donation. So it's not really free, but it's a donation. I think that's how Mary Daniel set it up with him, how we could do a fee. We usually pay $750 or something like that. So if you were looking to offer it for free, then we'd work out a flat rate in advance, which is probably the route we would go. Now I want to open this link. I hope it opens, but so it would be a link like Chrome. Darn it. All right, let me get there another way. Hold on. It's my daughter's kitty.
And did we ever pay anything for last year? I forget.
No.
Because that sentence that's showing, saying as last year, they no longer have the rights to those. So.
Oh, yeah. So I said to him, because Steve Sahenik, who downloads all our films, we did download the Oscar ones we had decided. So I said, we never did get to show them last year. Can we still show them? But apparently we can't. He doesn't have the rights to them, which made me realize, great. That means I probably have to go to all those directors that we got permission from last year and say, which is not a big deal. I'll just say, under the circumstances, we couldn't show it. We plan to show it. I'm not going to email them now because I have no idea what we're planning. So anyway, this is how it would be set up. I didn't want to send you the link because I didn't want you guys accidentally hitting this, but purchase ticket, blah, blah, blah. So Neil would explain to us how to do it. The only problem with this is, I think that would just be a link to all the Oscar shorts, and all the other ones that we have. I don't think there's a way to include them. So that would be not really what we do, which is okay. We could be a venue that shows the Oscar shorts, and I'm sure we get a lot of business. It's not how we have done it before, but so let's table this till February, because by then I'll know the route he's going. But I also want you guys thinking, if we do go that route, it's probably just going to be Oscars. That's it. And so,
unless there was the first half of the program was the Oscars, and the second half we create another link.
I'll ask him if we're able to do that. And I'll ask him if we can do, because he knows, I think we're one of the few ones who pick and choose what Oscar thinks. Most everyone he sends the Oscars to, they do like what you see at the Palace, that they show them all. Or, they show the animated one day and stuff like that. That's not what we do. And I tell them, like one year I said, we're paying $700 and we only showed 3-year films because they were not that they weren't good, but they just weren't what we were looking for. So, but it is what it is. I mean, we agree on a fee before I see the films, and then it's kind of hard to talk them down after that, just saying like, we don't, but so that's why I try to go as low as we can before we agree to paying things.
But if
So
we
you
wait,
got that?
if we wait till the end of the summer, then this is all moot because we could do this live.
True. If we wait till the end of the summer, I don't know about the way he's doing it. If we could still use some Oscar things, we might forfeit using Oscar things. If he's only doing it that way, I don't know. We probably could still pick a few like that, right, Gary? Because Steve, the way he uploads it or downloads it, whatever you call it, I'm sent a link, send it to Steve, tell him which ones we want. And, that's what takes hours and hours for him to do whatever. So I bet you we could still do it that same way if we're showing it at the end of the summer. Now, I'm not saying that we can't show it, because last year when I said to Neil, we canceled it. Can we show him in October? And he said, yeah. He said, I'll bill you if you end up doing it. So October was okay last year for him. So I think this year will still be okay if we can pick and choose. So there's just a lot of things we need to see what happens.
Catherine, would you do it at the end of the summer or would you do it early fall?
Undecided.
Whichever we think more people would come.
Because more people,
Yeah,
if they can get away this summer, they're gonna want to get away.
Oh, I
you would-
personally think early fall, because what's the difference, summer,
Okay.
early fall? I think you'll get more people early fall. I
Right.
think
Exactly.
the longer we wait,
Mhm.
yeah, the longer we wait, the more likely we are to have people vaccinated, and
Right.
hopefully everything is going well with the vaccine and it truly works and stuff like that. So what I would say,
I got my first one,
you did, good for you.
Oh, nice.
and I'm scheduled to my second one in 2 more weeks
That's great.
because I work in healthcare. Even though I'm
Yeah.
working from home, I work for a healthcare company, even though I'm working at home.
Yeah.
Now,
Good for you.
Catherine,
How do you feel?
Well, when I first got it, I felt like a real punch in the arm. It was sore for a few days. My arm was really sore, and I had a very like a 1 degree fever that evening, and then it was fine. That's it.
Good.
if my block, Catherine, if my block is any indication of what's going on in Connecticut, we had so many New Yorkers renting houses or buying houses. So I think if you moved it up maybe to August, you get a lot of people interested in the cultural aspect.
August, or you mean August, don't wait till September?
Yeah, because a lot of New Yorkers rented for the summer. I mean, we had 2 psychologists, we had a gynecologist, we had blah, blah, blah. And they would look for something cultural to do.
Okay, well, my hope is that it's gonna be at the theater. I mean,
Yeah.
we also have to, we also have to find out what's available at the theater. So,
But I'm thinking maybe before Labor Day.
okay, well, we have time to discuss and we'll see what Neil Block says, because
Okay.
but if we don't go the Oscar route, which is fine if we don't do the Oscar route, because like, I don't know if we want to show, some of those documentaries, they're so heavy, I mean, but, people can probably, when we send them the link, they could skip what they don't want, like we did when we were watching at Loretta's. We just said, can we just bag this one? So we'll see what happens. But I would like to, everybody, please keep looking for films, because if we take out those Oscar ones we were going to show last year, I think we're going to show like 5. So that means we need like, I'm assuming everything from last year besides the Oscars, I'm still allowed to show, because they were kind of like, I talked directly to the directors. So we need more if we,
Okay.
okay.
Out of
All right.
curiosity, would we want to consider using this Oscar link in the spring sometime as an additional replacement fundraiser?
Well, that's a good idea. So we could do 2. Like, and call it Oscar shorts or whatever. Oscar shorts for, well, we can't really raise money for the sculpture. I guess we
No,
could.
but we need to replace
Right.
the funds that we took out of our funds for the
Right, we could just call it a
scholarship last year.
scholarship fundraiser. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea because then we can say, we
Some
could kind of
funds could
gamble.
go-
We
Some
could
of the
kind of,
funds that go into the commission's money that we're gonna get, the town was gonna hold, and it could be for, doesn't have to be earmarked completely for, some of it could be
yes,
scholarship.
we could, and by the way, we still have to do that. We were supposed to get a line item. I have to follow up on that at town hall. But we could call it a scholarship fundraiser, scholarship slash sculpture, whatever. And then we'll see how it goes. And then we can, that's a good idea, Jillian. We could do both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we do need to replace that $1,000 that we took out last year. Still.
Did we do 1,000? I thought I
thought we did 1,000 and they did
no, I think we
1,000.
did 500 and they did 500.
I don't remember anymore, but we still
Yeah.
have to replace it.
Whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see what Neil says, and hopefully it's easy to do. We just do really need to expand our PR. I don't think we get it out enough, but we will make because Facebook's not enough, and we'll make sure we get it out as much as we can. Town hall, I'm sure they'll when Ginny does that thing, that hits a lot of people too. All right, so let's see what happens. We'll talk about that in February. Oh, darn. So I meant to count how many people. I know the Hollywood Lights map. Originally, when I sent out the directions for people to see all the houses, there were like 105 people requested, and I must have gotten probably a good emails after that. So that was very well received. People loved it. Did anyone do all the houses here?
Yep, it was
did.
fun. It was a lot of fun.
Good. Yeah. Did you see my house? I was on it.
I know you've been down your block.
So we have the peace sign and nativity, and the house is all, it's all right. It's all right, Anne-Marie. So that was good. It was for first time doing it. There was miscommunication. Then some people said, okay, when are the prizes coming out? I'm like, there are no prizes. So we'll see what we can do next year. Because it would be kind of neat to have people vote, but it just was too much.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It doesn't have to be a contest. It's
No.
just an enjoyable thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good.
I agree.
And some of the houses were amazing.
Yeah.
And then the Ultimate Holiday Showcase. Did you guys see the winners?
No,
I should have brought them to the meeting. I'll email you
I
later.
did. I forget what they were though.
Well, those were the businesses, correct?
Yeah, those were the businesses.
John's
but
Best?
John's Best was second
Oh.
place, and they took their money. So the first place was 500, second place 400, third place 300, fourth place 200, and fifth place 100. John's Best won second place $400. They donated their proceeds. They
Oh,
donated
that was
their
nice.
winnings to St. Marguerite. So that was nice.
Oh, very
First
nice.
place was O'Connor's. I know the hummus place won. I'll just email you guys because I should have had that written down here. But that was fun too. And I think it was a good way. And I said to Greg Dembowski, who kind of planned it with the
Economic development or something.
yeah, I forget that guy's
Yep.
name. Jim Fisher. Is it Jim
Oh,
Fisher?
mhm.
So anyway, I said to Greg, honestly, there's some businesses I didn't even know we had, and that's the whole point. So that was good.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. I love Dan's little chats. Gingerbread houses, Jillian, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we did. I didn't count either. There were 10 or 11 people who submitted pictures.
Yeah,
And
those
that
were
was an easy update. I just sort of added images and re-put it out in community advocacy and business and happenings so that more people would see them.
Yeah. And that was good. Everyone said, oh, what a great idea. So hopefully next year we'll be back to normal.
Did you guys
but,
see that woman who made the boat?
Well, she's the one who won last year. She's the one who, yeah. She needs to do that for a living. There's a second chat. O'Connor's, John's Best, Guitar Hanger, Hummus and Pita, and First Bite. You are the best, Ian. Thank you. Are we good on gingerbread?
Yeah.
Okay. I only put the Christmas tree because it was on the last agenda. So thank you to, I sent you guys a picture, right?
Yes.
Alex
Yep.
Ann Marie, my hubby, Sue Slater, and I did it, and it was very nice. It must be down by now, right? So
You know what? I was
You
over
haven't
there
been
the
to
other
town
day and
hall?
I didn't even notice it.
so
Who
it's
takes
probably
it down?
down.
Does Sheldon take it down?
Sheldon
Okay.
and Bobby take it down. Ours
Oh.
is still up. Our tree is still up. You guys want to see it? No, I'm kidding. Right. New business. Yay, thank you. I got my baking show. No, I'm only kidding. No new business.
Well,
And
actually,
next-
I had a question for Alex, which is, Alex, I apologize. I didn't do anything with those videos you sent, and it's because I forgot what you wanted me to do.
Me, videos?
Yeah, didn't you send me some videos of artwork? Or maybe they were photographs. of
Oh,
artwork.
yeah,
Senior center?
these were short clips of the Senior Center art show exhibition, which is now taken down.
But that's okay. We can still put it. Can you run it all together, Gary? It's just so we can do like a virtual art show of the senior center. And it's okay that it's down. We'll just
To just run those clips together.
And
Do you want any graphic on it or anything? I didn't know what.
well, it would be the Brookfield Senior Center Town Hall Art Show 2020. It actually ran for about 8 or 9 months rather than 6 weeks. And Catherine, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the idea was that that assembled video would appear on either our website or our Facebook page or both.
Yeah.
Just as an example of the kind of exhibits that go up in Town Hall.
exactly. And as we post it, we can say, if you're interested in displaying your artwork, please contact Brookfield Arts Commission, GCT@gmail.
Excellent. Yes. Yes.
Brookfield Senior Center Town Hall Art Show?
Well, Brookfield Senior Center Art Show at Town Hall.
At Town Hall, pretty much all through 2020.
Well, yeah, we could just say
You don't even
2020.
have to say, should we say 2020? Yeah,
Yeah, just say
Why not?
2020, that the months are
2020. And then if you didn't get a chance to see the art exhibit, here is a sampling of it. But we'll do that in a post. You don't have to put that on the
Right.
caption.
Okay.
Catherine, I videoed not only the actual artworks, but also the little write-ups about each artist. Is it important to have that included?
Yes.
Yeah,
It would be nice.
Okay. all
because
right, fine.
hopefully you did it right next to their artwork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be
and-
great.
and, you know,
I-
if I see what it looks like when it's put together, if there's anything that didn't come through right from what I sent, I can fix that. Or I can ask Gary to fix
Ask
it.
Gary to fix it.
Wanted enough.
And
No problem.
other
I
thing-
apologize. It was a crazy
No.
season. Yeah.
No problem.
don't worry about it. And also, it could go on, it would be, I think, great to send to the senior center. And they can like show it or whatever. They can have it on a running loop, you
Excellent.
know?
That's a great
Yeah.
idea. If we
And they
get
can
that
put it
to,
on their Facebook page, you know,
right.
and so on and so on.
Yeah, we get that to Ellen. She can make that a promotional thing for when things get back to
Yeah,
they're
hopefully
actually
they'll be
being-
back to normal soon.
yeah.
We just have to all stay healthy, okay, you guys? Promise me?
And That's what I told the guys on the scout troop. You know, people get a bit euphoric about the vaccines being around, and it's great, and that is great, but it's going to be quite a while before everybody has a chance to be fully vaccinated. And the last
Right.
thing you want to do is to let your guard down.
And the important thing is the vaccine, you still can get COVID with the vaccine, so I'm hearing.
You
You don't get it as bad, but you still can spread it and stuff like that. So we still have to be, diligent.
Yep.
Alrighty. Next meeting is February 22nd. Sounds like that is not President's Weekend. That's probably the weekend before the
I
week.
think it's the weekend after.
After,
President's.
So we
I think
can-
Christmas is
We're
like the 15th.
celebrating President's Weekend this year, the weekend of February 12th for
Okay,
Lincoln's
good.
birthday.
I just
Instead
didn't
of
want to
George
think
Washington's
that
birthday.
the town hall was closed or anything, but anyway, I mean,
We're not
not that
there.
we're doing it at town hall, but if Dan is not working, that wouldn't be fair to him. Okay, so the 22nd, and I will email you whatever I said I would email. Oh, no, I don't have to because Dan gave us the winners. So we're good. Just give me your opinion on the other business. And anything else? We good?
We're good.
Okay.
Good.
We're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll have a wonderful month. And 8:13 we're ending, and I'll see you guys later.
And stay healthy.